Today we are going to learn some more functionalities of Excel. We are going to see how can we copy and cut data in Excel and paste it in another cell. Let me open Excel. This is Excel. Now I'm going to type some names of cities probably. Now if I want to copy this data again in some other place, I'm going to select it like this, right click, copy, and I will come here, right click and paste. Okay, so when I copy, it copies onto the clipboard and then pastes it in some other place. Now we are going to see how to use autofill feature of Excel. Autofill means if suppose in my form, in my Excel sheet, I have numbers, roll numbers I have to fill for my class. I wouldn't be typing 1, 2, 3, 4 till 45 on my own. It's very difficult for me to type. So to make that easy, we have something called autofill feature in Excel, which I'm going to show you how to do. The handle that we are going to use is known as the fill handle, and I will drag the data and it's going to fill it automatically. So let me just type out some numbers here, say roll number 1, 2. Now, how do we drag it automatically? I select these two, I come to the corner and I pull down like this. So you see it is automatically filling up. So if I want even more, so I'm going to drag it down like this. Yeah, so this fills up my sheet with all the roll numbers that I want. So this is known as autofill. Now here let me type some days of the week, say Monday, Tuesday. Okay, if I want to fill up all the days, I select these two together, come here, this the plus sign which you are seeing here is known as the fill handle. The fill handle I need to drag like this and it's going to fill it up for me. Remember, the handle has to be of a plus sign. It will be a different plus sign, not this sign which you're seeing right now. It's a different sign. Let me do for months, then you will understand. Suppose I say January, February, and I select these two. I come here. Do you see a plus sign? Like in maths, we have a plus sign. That plus sign should come. So then I drag it down and it fills up the months for me. So this is how we are going to fill the data. It's known as autofill. The next thing that we are going to do is auto sum. Auto sum means how to total up my values. I could be having some UT numbers of students, or I could be having some other mathematical data which I have to total up in Excel. So for that, what do we do? Here I'm going to type some numbers, say 50, 100, 23, 25, whatever. I want to find out the sum. So I select all these and I select one more cell at the bottom, which is going to be my cell where the answer is going to come. After selecting this, on top in the home menu, there is an option called auto sum. Can you see this? This auto sum is the one which I press and the answer comes here for me. I am marking it as yellow color so that you can understand. This is 198, which is the sum of all these numbers. Again, I will show you some more. Say, for example, I type 20 and on the right hand side I type 15, say 10. Now I want the total here in this field, in this cell, I24 cell, I want the answer. So I select all this together and this cell also where the answer should be there, press auto sum and the answer comes for me. Okay, so this is how we calculate the total automatically. Now let's see what we are going to do. Next thing, sorting. Sorting of data. Sorting means arranging any data in ascending or descending order. So alphabetically A to Z, or in Z to A order, or increasing or decreasing order, you can say. These two are the different types of sorting that is allowed in Excel. Let's see how to do. I'll go to another sheet here. Now, here I will type some numbers: 100, 456, 12, 350, something like this. So I want it to be sorted. So for sorting, what I'm going to do, select this data, go to the data tab. in data, you have this place. This option is known as the sorting option. So right now, first I want to arrange it in ascending order, then in descending order. So first let me copy and paste this. So right click, copy. Here I will paste it, right click, paste. Again I will paste it, right click and paste. So here let me say this is the ascending order. Okay, and this is the descending order. So how do I arrange it? How do I sort it? I select these data, go to the data menu, arrange it in ascending A to Z. So I click on A to Z. It asks me, do you want to expand or continue with the current selection? Means, do you want only this column to be sorted? I say yes. So I say continue with the current selection and sort. So it sorts me. You see, it is now sorted in ascending order. Now I want it to be in descending order. I select it. I go here to Z to A. Z to A means from the largest to the smallest or the descending order. So I click again. I say continue with current selection and sort. So it sorts the in descending order. So this is how we sort our data. Up suppose I have any names. Anjali, say for example, Suman, Kirat, Purab, some names. I want them to be sorted, so I select it. Sort in ascending order, I click on this. It sorts in ascending order. And if I want it to be sorted, say, in a descending order, this I want it to be sorted in descending order, select it, come to Z to A, means descending order, I select, continue, and it sorts for me. So in descending order, you see alphabetically, it is the opposite from Z to A, and this is in the A to Z form, which is ascending order. So this is sorting of data. Now let's come to filter option in Excel. What does the filter option do? Now suppose in my Excel, I have this data, for example, this one, this data we are going to take. I have typed out some data and some names and UT marks and grades. Now I want the grade. Suppose I have 45 children with such data. I want to find out who all have got A1, who all are the children who's got A2 and B1 and so on. So to make my work easier, Excel has an option of filter. So I click on grade. In data tab, I click on filter. As soon as I click on filter, you see there are these arrows available here. So when I click on this arrow, it asks me, what do you want to filter on? I say I want all the names which have A1. So I tick on A1, okay. So the children who all having A1 will come here. Now I click here again. I say I don't want A1s now. I want B1. So I select on B1 and OK. So the children who are having B1, the details will be given to me. Similarly, I can click here. I want say A2. I don't want B1. OK karo. And the answer will come. If I want say A1 and A2, so I can select both and click on OK. So both type of children will be coming to me. And if I want to remove the filter now from my sheet, I will again click on this filter option again so that it goes away and the entire data is available to me. Okay, so this is how we filter the data in Excel. We have learned all these things. In this PPT, I have given examples of all these things. You will please go through this and then I will give you some quiz also. Bye for now, children.